And I get the privilege to introduce somebody new to the market, a gentleman I happened to meet, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months ago now, and just have the utmost respect for. I'm not going to tell his story because I'm going to let him tell his story, but just from my personal experiences with him, anything that I've dealt with some of his businesses and that kind of stuff, everything he does first class. So let me get out of the way. So let's give a big hand up for Mr. Rich Schott.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. I'm excited to be here and sharing some information with you about tonight. How many people know why they're here? If you're a guest. Okay. A few people. That's good. Well, before I dive into that, I'm going to kind of share a little bit my story, my background, let you know why. There's some guy up here talking to you about some personal care, skincare stuff, a company called Secret. That's the name of the company. We're not a secret. We still are a secret, actually, but the name of the company is Secret. But why I got excited about this company, because I'm a business guy. In my background, I've been self-employed since 16. I've never had a job, never wanted a job. The closest I've had to a job was yesterday when I opened up a tackle store, and I had to be there for 8 hours, and it drove me crazy. I've done several different things. I'm going to share my story, take a few minutes and share that, not to impress you, but to impress upon you, and to share with you what got me excited and why I'm here talking about Secret and what's helped me build a large organization that's come in a few short months. But, I've done a lot of different businesses, from traditional business, in the past. But one of the things I learned very early on, I had a gentleman when I was 18 years old. I was doing car detailing in South Florida, and he told me if I ever had the ability to position myself in front of growth and become part of that growth, bottom line, you can make money. Now, at 18, I had no clue what that meant, how that was going to press on my life. I had no clue what this guy did for a living. All I know is every month I went there to wash and wax his Mercedes, Jaguars, Porsches, McLarens, Rolls Royce. He had a private jet and a yacht out back. And to this day, I still have no idea what he did, okay? But one thing I would tell, and I've shared this story with thousands of people around the world, if I ever ran across that gentleman, I would fly him anywhere in the world, buy him dinner he wanted to go in a split second for that one piece of advice he gave me. So if you get nothing else out of tonight's meeting, realize that if you ever have the ability to position yourself in front of growth, become part of that growth, bottom line, you make money. Doesn't matter what product, service, industry, as long as it's legal, ethical, and moral. That's the key thing, okay? But I got involved in the internet back in 93. And anybody here get involved in the internet in 93? Okay. I knew nothing about the internet, okay? You weren't even born in 93. But I remember I was actually at the time doing promotions for comedy clubs up and down the East Coast. And I remember going into a CompUSA. They aren't even around anymore. But there was this little disc on the counter for AOL version 1.0. And I was leaving for Boston the next day. I grabbed that disc and I was intrigued with what it could say and what it could do. And so I went into, when I was up in Boston, I went into Walmart, bought a Packard Bell, 486 or 286 or whatever it was back then. Spent $1,000 for it. And I remember leaving Boston, going home and telling my wife at the time, I said, I'm going to start an internet company. And I told my mom, I'm going to start an internet company. And my mom told me, she goes, what's the internet? I said, this thing where people get on their computers and they can communicate and talk around the world. She said, well, that's great, but nobody has a computer. And I said, well, I think one day they will. And that business I grew from my home, generating millions of dollars throughout the mid-90s. Out of every 10 things I did, 9 of them I did wrong. But I found myself in front of a marketplace that was expanding and evolving faster than I could make mistakes. And that was what was key to me. That was my first exposure to what timing can truly do for you. And it also not only did that, but I built a residual income by accident. Okay, because back then people were looking for places to put websites. They needed real estate on the internet. Okay, and I was able to provide that to them. I get checks in the mail every single day, Monday through Saturday, from stuff I did in the 90s. I spend more time going to the bank than I do actually doing it. I don't even do it. It's all residual. You know, and I don't say that to impress you. Just again, timing is key. And as a business guy, when I saw this, I've been involved in the industry, you know, for 25 years, part-time, the last 6, 7 years, or 8 years, full-time in the relationship marketing industry. And I haven't seen anything this big in the last 25 years. You know, the company I've seen, and I share that because my first exposure to this industry was 25 years ago with another personal care company. That when I got involved with them, they were doing about $37 million that year, and they went in with the following 7 years, became a $1 billion company because they had a great product, okay? And at the time, I was 19 years old, 20 years old, getting exposed to the industry. And, you know, it was one of those things that I didn't understand at all. And that business, I seen it grow, made some money, lost some money, all that stuff. But timing was key. The right place, right time wasn't the right time in my life at that point in time. But I'm going to share with you some information tonight, some facts, statistics of where we are that I can guarantee you 100% you are at the right place at the right time. Whether you recognize it or it's the right time in your life, that's the only decision you can make. The only variable with the information I'm going to share with you tonight is you. Okay? We're all dealing with the same situation, and there's thousands of people all around the world that are exploding, building part-time, full-time incomes with what I'm going to share with you tonight. So what I want to do is I'm going to dive into this. All right, let's see. Am I going the right direction? Okay, who is Secret? Anybody here ever been to a mall and seen like a little kiosk that's out, you try to get you to pull you over and do all that? Okay. Me personally, I'd never seen that because I don't go to the mall. But one thing that I found is they were the largest retailer in the world. Okay, they had over 900 kiosks in 40 different countries. And this is one of the nuggets that I share some of this information because when I met with the gentleman that brought me into the business, Mr. Glenn Davis over here, and I'll thank him forever for the rest of my life. But when he first told me it was the name of the company, I said, I know the company. Skincare, I got a few buddies of mine that are involved in the company, just not for me. I said, not even interested, you know. But I said, I'll listen to what you have to say. And I said, what is it that got you and Joe excited about this thing? And they shared a few things that did get my attention. And one of them was just what we're sharing here. They had over 900 locations. And I'm not the sharpest guy in the shed when it comes to retail stuff. But I will tell you that if a company has done over $1 billion in sales in 40 countries and they don't speak the language, there's something going on with the product. And they're making a transition going into referral marketing. Okay, so that was a little clue to me that, okay, hey, there was something here to take a look at. And then, you know, patented products manufactured by the best. Anybody heard of a little company called L'Oreal? Yeah. Okay, small little company. You know, we're the only company out of the hundreds of companies that they own that they manufacture products for that they do not own any percentage of our company. Okay, why is that? Why would a multi-billion-dollar company want to be tied to a company that's just getting ready to explode and not own any of the company? Do you think there's any interest financially for them if they're manufacturing our products? Okay, and we go from, you know, a $50 million a year company to a $1 billion company. Okay, big markets there. So that was one of the things that got my attention going into the relationship marketing. The products themselves, I was not a skincare guy, a personal care guy. You know, I had my soap, my shampoo, and that was all I needed. Okay. And that was one of the biggest things for me is I wanted to try the products. You know, when I first got started, I said, okay, got started. And a couple days later, I'm like, you know what? I need to buy every product the company has. Because if I'm going to do this thing, I want to test it. I want to know that if I'm going to put my reputation on the line, because it's taken me 46 years to build a reputation, one bad decision can burn it down in a heartbeat. Okay? And there's no way I wanted to tie my reputation to business people I know to something that was just something to make a buck. Okay? There's so many ways to make money in this world. But if you find the right thing, the timing's right, you can capitalize greatly. But the products themselves, you know, facial solutions, body solutions, anti-aging, okay? Does anybody know anybody in their life that wants to grow old, look old, and feel as old as they possibly can as quickly as possible? Okay? And that was one of the things. If you can find something that makes somebody look better, feel better, you're going to get their attention, okay? And more than half the products we have, over 30-some products, more than half of them have immediate results. You know, we're in an instant gratification society. People want to see and feel results quickly with stuff. There's stuff that's out there in the marketplace that would be, quote, competitors. I don't think we're competitors because it's in the skincare, personal care arena. But I would take our products. I've only been in the business a little over 4 months, and I am so confident in what we're doing product-wise. I would take and put our product up against any product in the world. If somebody says, I love my product, I've been using it for 20 years, great, love it all you want. We're going to do half your face, and you tell me which side you like. Okay? And 100% of the time, secret wins hands down. Okay? So, but here's some examples. For those of you to guess, and if you haven't tried it yet, there's some stuff in the back when we break. Make sure you try some of the stuff. Get it on your hands so you can kind of feel what we're doing here. But this is a friend of ours, Zach Cheney. He actually, you can see the difference there. In 1 week, just using our mud soap and our mud mask. I got a 17-year-old daughter that was going through all kinds of acne right when I got involved in the business. And, she was on all kinds of steroid creams, all different stuff. She started using just the mud soap, the mud mask, and the peeling gel. And within a matter of a week, she was off all of her steroid creams, all this stuff, and started recovering. So, those are things that we're changing people's lives. You can't put a price tag on that for a teenager. For them going through that type of situation, no matter what it is. Okay, and for somebody, for less than $100, it changed your life. Okay, versus all the medications and everything else that was there. Other example, before, using the same thing, mud time, and then 2 weeks later. Okay, huge difference. The products are having an impact. And that's one thing that I've found in the last 4.5 months or so doing the business is I can confidently put these products on people knowing they're going to get the results and feel the results. Again, another acne case, using the same thing, the mud soap and mud mask. And again, anybody that has that situation, whether they're adult, child, teenager, whatever, those two products will help them drastically. Foot cream. This is a crazy picture. Before and after, just 1 week later. My story is my mom, when she first got started, she was one of the first ones. I said, try this stuff. Tell me what you feel about it. I said, she wanted to try the facial stuff. And I said, I need to know what you truly feel out of this stuff. I said, don't sugarcoat it. If you like it, great. Tell me what you like. If you don't, tell me what you don't like. Okay? Because I'm looking to market this thing and get serious about it. And I need your feedback. Don't tell me what I want to hear. I want to know what it is. She loved all the face products. It was about 2 months later, she tried the foot cream. This isn't her foot. This is not her foot, by the way. I've never seen my mom's feet. Never really paid attention. But what's interesting is she called me about a week after she got this product, and she goes, Richie, she's like, I got to tell you. She goes, that's my favorite product. She goes, this is going to be the first summer I'm going to be able to wear flip-flops. And for me, I'm like, I didn't even know my mom had messed up feet. But if somebody has funky feet, cracked feet, smelly feet, messed up feet, whatever it is, that product works. Okay? One thing I will tell you, though, from personal experience, do not put it on and walk across tile floor. Okay? Put your socks on right away or get on carpet. Okay? But it works. Same thing, day 1 down here in the bottom right to day 7, just simply using our mud soap. This is eczema, psoriasis, some type of skin condition, not sure exactly what it is, but within 5 minutes, 1 application. For me personally, for whatever reason, when I first moved to Maryland, don't know what it was, 21, 22 years ago, it was about a week after I moved here, from like my knee down to my shin, I broke out with eczema. Had it for all these years, been on steroid creams. Every year I got to go to the dermatologist, they give me something, and 3-4 times a week I put it on just to keep it at bay. It would bleed during the summertime. I wear shorts. It was always a mess. And in October, I started using the salt and oil scrub and the body butter, which people just used on their hands in the back there. And since then, I haven't been on any steroid creams. My leg looks normal. I still don't have any hair in that part of my leg. But it's not red. It's not bleeding. It's not scat. It's not like, it doesn't look like that anymore. Okay? And so those are, I'm sharing with you what I've experienced and why I'm excited about this thing. And people that are looking at this and building the business, they're going to have the same results. Not sure exactly what happened here or what condition this is, but obviously it's not good, and it got better. Okay? Just from using the salt scrub. The peeling gel, again, people experiment with many different ways. I personally don't have any tattoos, but people that have had tattoos, if you can help exfoliate the dead skin, and you get your tattoo, if somebody's got a tattoo that's 5, 10, 20 years old, and you can make that thing look like brand new again, you think they're going to get excited? Okay, I see it happen all the time. And that's just one, that product's not geared for that, but it can be used for that. Our anti-aging line. You may hear people reference our company, blue line, green line. Blue line is for kind of everybody. Our green line is for those of us that have mature skin. Okay, those probably 40 and up. But it has peptide technology. It's paraben free. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not a skincare expert. I don't want to be a skincare expert. I have no desire to be a skincare expert. But one thing I can tell you over the last 4.5 months is I've had people that are dermatologists, that are estheticians, that have come and said, hey, you prove the product's good. I'm like, I'm not proving anything. Here it is, try it. You do your research. You know what you're looking for. They'll read the ingredients that make my head hurt just thinking about looking at the ingredients. They'll do all that. Everything they were looking for was in there. Everything they weren't looking for wasn't in there. Okay, which one that validated me. And actually, one of them actually was in Phoenix, which is where our company's headquartered. She went in there, got a VIP treatment with the people there, and she's an esthetician. I think she's an esthetician or dermatologist, and she came on board. She's one of our agents right there in Phoenix. Okay, all as a result of, again, trying the product, using the product, putting it to the test. Okay, but an example here, just using our eye cream and our eye serum. Okay, 20 minutes. Okay, now somebody said, well, how long does it last? Well, does it matter? If it's working, if you're working and you're using it every day, it's going to be continuous. Okay, as with anything, if you fill your car up with gas, you got a tank of gas. How long is it going to last? Until you need more. Okay? So, again, everything, there's no miracles out there. There's nothing that's like going to be the magic, thing that's you're going to use one time and you're going to look forever young for, the rest of your life. It just doesn't happen. But again, 20 minutes, people can have that result. 20 minutes, again, right side only, went from 2 bags to 1. 2 months later, using our full anti-aging line. Do you think this lady might be a little excited? Okay, about what she's experienced? Whether she's in the business or not in the business, doesn't matter. Okay? She's looking better. She feels better about herself. Our product here, the Recover Mask, this has become, one of my, I would say one of my favorite products. It's the greatest to demo to people. If you're in a room with somebody and they've got a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, that you can do half their face and let them see the difference. And we always do half for a reason. Not that we want to, trick anybody or anything like that, but if you do somebody's whole face, it all feels the same. They can't do the contrast. Even if they take a picture, it's not always the best. But if you do half their face and they look in a mirror and they see that, one side looks completely different, they're going to get excited about what we're dealing with. And they're going to want what we're dealing with. And we're in a situation in our company right now, and I don't know if there's anybody else here in your current company or current career, what you're doing, that can say this, and I'd probably say no. But we're in a situation with Secret right now. We cannot train people fast enough for the market demand of the products and services, what we're dealing with. Okay? We put on hundreds of people in the last few months, and we could put on hundreds more. Okay, how many other markets or businesses do you know that are growing that quickly right now in today's economy? Okay, we are because of what we're dealing with. Again, 15 minutes, just showing you the difference in the products. Neck. Many people out there doing all kinds of surgeries, craziness with Botox, all this stuff. You can't do your neck. They always say that if you want to know how old somebody really is, look at their neck. It'll show you. Okay, because they'll have their face all looking nice and Botox up or whatever. But again, our products you can use everywhere. Okay, and I've had people on in my business that have experimented not only on their face, they've tried all kinds of crazy stuff and had results. So, this is again another example. 15 minutes. The power of the products. If you put the power of the products to work, they'll work. This one's amazing. Okay, again, put it out there. Now, will everybody have that drastic results? I don't know. Maybe not. But again, what results do you need to see to be convinced that, hey, this does work? I can tell you there's been a couple instances. One of them was shortly after I got involved in the business. The other one was about 3 weeks ago, where I've had this product on people. And literally, in 15 minutes, everybody I've seen gets these results. Okay, but I've had 2 drastic results in the last 4.5 months I've been here, where literally it looked like somebody looked like a stroke victim. Their face was just completely toned tight on one side. You're looking at them, and you're like, I'm not sure what just happened. Okay, but that side looks awesome. But again, some people's tone, their skin tone, whatever it is, or however it is, they may react a little bit differently to that in a positive way. But everybody sees a result. Okay, with that particular product. And then here, one of our dogs, just for fun. But again, the products work. Okay, we like to have fun here too, and that's one of the cool things about this is not only do you actually get to, have fun playing in the mud, playing with the products, all this stuff, but we like to make money, and we're building a family, we're building a community. Okay, one thing that I've found in the last 4.5 months, I've met hundreds of friends all around the country, all around the world, as we're building this thing. And you can go to many different cities, and you know somebody, and they welcome you with open arms. Everybody wants to help you grow and build your business, which is pretty powerful. Because if you think about your current career or job, what you're doing now, how many people that work around you truly want to help you and help you look good to your peers? Probably nobody. Because if they make you look good, it makes them look bad, and they're going to lose their job. So they're going to probably do everything they can to make you look bad or try to outdo you in every simple way that you can do. In this business, you want to help people, become better than you. Get people involved that are better than you. Find people that, all this stuff that can help you explode, a team. We're going to talk about that. But ways that we can participate, in the business, retail. Quite honestly, retail didn't excite me. Okay, you get a 30 to 50% commission on that. Yeah, that's great, but I'm not interested in being a retail skincare company business myself. I'm not interested in that. Me personally, I've got 4 customers, okay, that I've had maybe five, that are preferred customers, and those are people that just said, hey, you know what? I'm not interested in making money, but I like the products. I like what you showed me. I want to use the product, okay? So they become a customer on a regular basis, and they get about anywhere from a 40 to a 60% discount off the products. Okay, so say for example, if you got a product, this product here, let's just say it's sold in the mall, in the kiosk before for $50. Okay, they can buy it from us retail for $50. This isn't one of our products, by the way. But they could buy that for $50 retail, just like they would at the kiosk. Okay, and let's just say this was $50, you might make a $30 commission on it. Okay, but if they become a preferred customer, we're now going to give them to them for $20 to $25, okay, for that same product. So now, that was one of the key things that got my attention from a timing standpoint. Have you ever seen, and anybody in here that's in business, whatever business you are, or whatever you've seen in the past, and what you may see in the future, remember this. When was the last time you've seen a company that's already done $1 billion in sales, say, hey, we're going to change our business model to hit a bigger mass market, pay the people that bring it to the market, and we're going to sell it for 40 to 60% less than what's already been proven in a $1 billion company. Okay? It's never happened before in the history of the industry. Okay? So there's certain things that are triggering what's going on out there. And then, or somebody become an agent. Okay? Simply $49, you become a secret agent. How cool is that? Just go and tell your friends you're a secret agent. That's worth $49. Okay? You can have some fun with that when you're on the plane or wherever you're at. I own one of the businesses I own is a pub in Pasadena. And I always mess with people, and they're like, well, what do you do when you're not at the pub? Because I have nothing to do with the pub. I just own it, and other people run it. But, I always tell people, like, I spent $90,000 to get free beer. But it's interesting. I have fun with that all the time at the pub. What do you do when you're not here at the pub? I'm a secret agent. What? It leads to many different things. So, but anyway, so let's talk about the industry. What's happening in the industry and what's going on out there? The skincare industry globally is an $86 billion industry, and that's back in 2011. In 2015, $292 billion. Again, it doesn't take much to realize that the market's growing. It's evolving. The anti-aging, the baby boomer market, there's 10,000 people turning 65 every single day. Okay, for the next 18 years. That's just in the U.S. alone, let alone the international markets. And what most people don't realize is the U.S. market is an extremely small market for skincare and personal care. You start getting into Asia, South America, the markets are explosive. The baby boomers, again, talk about timing and trends and things that are happening out there, okay? You look at what's happened, I don't need to see a show of hands, but how many, if you think of who was born between 1946 and 1964, there's a big baby boom that happened during that time, okay? There's a few people. But what happened at that point is everything these people are looking for, they've dictated the trends of the markets where they're going. And this is all, stuff, again, this is all history. It's easy to look at history, okay? Sometimes it's hard to forecast the future, but history always repeats itself. What's going on, especially when you're following and tracking a group of people for the last 60 years, okay, and what's taking place. But You'll get, in the 50s, Hasbro, Gerber, Huggies, they exploded because of that marketplace. They had all these babies out there that needed, diapers and stuff. And one thing I can assure you is that, the owner of Huggies probably didn't wear diapers, but he enjoyed the marketplace. And one of the things that I've seen about this company kind of outside this picture a little bit is, I know the pet industry is a huge industry. How many people have dogs or cats? Okay, more than half the room. Okay, how many here think that the owner of Purina eats cat food and dog food? Okay, but they're a billion-dollar company. Okay, because the markets, it doesn't matter. And that was one of the hardest things for me as a business guy, to put skincare and personal care on a shelf and say, forget about all that stuff. The product's good, but you know what? The marketplace and the timing is the best, and that's what's key. So, again, 60s fast food restaurants, the 70s, the cars. How many people in here had muscle cars? All these, Ford, Chevys, GMs, in the late 60s and early 70s. Okay, again, it exploded because that's what the teenagers wanted, and then they got into buying houses. The biggest housing boom in the 80s happened. All these people were looking to buy homes, and then you had, everybody starting to fix up their homes. At that point, the refinance boom, and then all of a sudden in the 2000s, everybody's getting into investment mode, all that type of stuff. And then the economy started to change a little bit, okay? But, you look at traditional business, what happens is you've got, in a traditional business, everything goes from marketing and advertising. So if you got this product here and it's selling for $50, it might cost $10 to manufacture, but you're going to spend $30 to $40 in advertising, promotion, endorsements, all that stuff to still sell it for $50. But who's making all the money? The people that are doing all the endorsements, the advertising, etc. And you're buying it because somebody says, hey, it's good, that you don't even know, just because you like that personal figure, or you've seen it enough times on advertising on TV or magazine, and you say, hey, I've seen that enough, I need to buy it, okay? And, there's a crazy thing that happens in the timing of things when we're talking about market advantage, is last year this company did $47 million in domestic sales in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Now, kind of put that in perspective. Anybody know how big South Korea is in perspective to the United States? South Korea did 51 million. Okay? We haven't even scratched the surface of this thing. But when you're talking about the market advantages of what's happening, most people don't understand this in numbers in business because numbers don't lie. 47 million last year. When a company hits 50 million in annual sales and they sell a product for less than $100, which we do, the products become market-driven versus company-driven. Okay? Companies will explode and become 5, 6, 10 times growth in a short period of time because of that. Not because, anything else going on. It's just it just happens. You look at, any company that sells a product less than $100, if they hit that 50 million mark, what happens over the next 3 to 5 years? So this company will become a billion-dollar company with or without anybody in this room right now. Everybody in this room could walk out of here and forget about Secret the rest of their life. Secret's still going to become a billion-dollar company. Okay, and the market's already dictating it. Okay, just from this division. They've already sold $1 billion in products, but this division is going to become a billion-dollar company. So it kind of gives you an idea there. And with Secret, obviously the products go directly from Secret to the consumer. And you and I are the ones that get paid on it. There is no advertising. We are the advertising piece. Because one of the things in the kiosk that they found is if you walk by a kiosk, they knew that they could stop you for 15 seconds, they'd have you for 15 minutes, and you'd spend a lot of money, okay, because the products worked. Now, would you rather buy from somebody that stops you in a kiosk, or would you be more apt to give somebody the time of day, somebody that you have a personal relationship with, that you know and trust, and say, hey, I got something I want you to try. It's not going to cost you anything. Just try it for free. Give me your feedback, and tell me what you think about the product. All right, so basically, Secret, obviously, to get involved in the business, there's several different ways. And the thing is, what we tell people is it doesn't matter to us how somebody gets started. If they see the opportunity and they want to make money, it makes absolutely no difference to us how somebody gets started. The main thing is you get started. I would say get in where you fit in. However, there are some drastic advantages and disadvantages on getting in under the different packages. There's one at $14.50, one at $5.50, and one at $150. And they all come with different products, okay? Nobody's buying them. You buy an inventory of product. The most somebody could spend to come into this business is $1,500, $14.50, and your $49 for your Secret Agent package, Okay, that's the most anybody could spend. Somebody could say, hey, you know what, I want to invest a bunch of money in this company. You can't. $1,500 is the most you can spend. Okay, we're not looking for investors. We're not looking for any of that type of stuff. You know, we're looking for people who want to go to work. People who want to build a business. People who want to build a team. People who want to be part of the growth. People who want to be part of the community that we're building. Okay, as we're moving forward. So, but again, if somebody's looking to do the business, obviously, seriously, the more products you need, the more products you get, the more products you can demo. You know, if you're showing somebody the product, and you need somebody that's got, you know, it's got fine lines and wrinkles, and you don't have the green line or the anti-aging product to show them, it's kind of hard to show them a brochure or tell them, hey, if you tried this product and you buy it, I've never tried it, I've never seen the box, I've never seen anything about it, but I hear it's good, you should buy my first customer and buy it. The chance to buy it is probably slim, okay? But again, just like, I guess I would equate it to an auto mechanic. If an auto mechanic had a set of wrenches and screwdrivers, they could probably fix some of your problems. But, you know, if they have a few other, you know, some sockets, some deep sockets, other stuff, they can fix a few more. If they have diagnostic equipment, they're going to be able to do more, okay? Who would you want to work with if you're getting your car fixed? You want to go to somebody that just has a few things that they may or may not be able to fix you or help you? Or do you want to go with somebody that has everything? Okay, so as you're building your business, you want to equip yourself with the tools you need to build your business based on your goals. Okay, if someone's goals are to make a couple $100s a month, well, then it probably really doesn't matter. Okay, because that's easy to do. If somebody wants to make a full-time income, you know, or replace a career, move down that path, you know, in my opinion, the 550 or the 1450 is really the only way to go. Okay, for me, it was the 1450 package because I wanted to have everything. I'd want to make sure if somebody asked me about something, I want to be able to tell them, I don't know what it all does, but this moisturizer has little green, blue things in it, and it looks cool, and it makes your skin feel good, you know? But if I didn't have the product, didn't use it, I wouldn't know what the Green Line moisturizer, I don't even know what it's called, the Green Line moisturizer. It has that. But, so, you know, so I mean, again, when you're using the product, you know exactly what it is. You know, so you know the consistency of it, so you tell, when you're telling somebody how to use it and apply it, you've used it before, okay? So, as we talked about, you know, different ways to make money, retail, preferred customer, team commissions, and check match are the two big ones I'm going to talk about. Actually, I think these slides, I think I should go through this. So retail, 30 to 150%. We kind of talked about that a little bit ago. A preferred customer, they're going to get a 40 to 60% discount off the products. And, you know, basically, there's no contracts, there's no commitments, nothing for the inline consumer to do that to get the discount. All they've got to basically do is say, hey, you know what, I want to use these products on a regular basis, okay, every single month, and I'm going to spend at least $49 a month in any product. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't have to be the same product. It can be totally different products every single month. Doesn't matter. They're going to get a 40 to 60% discount and be able to get that. And the company has some phenomenal packages in place that they can do that as well. Also, as a preferred customer, they send you anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, stuff just because you're cool and they like getting your feedback on stuff. And then, plus, as a preferred customer, not only are they getting that big discount, but you as the agent, you're going to get a 20 to 25% residual commission every single month, okay, on those products. Okay, the key thing is, I don't inventory any products. I don't teach anybody to inventory any products. And, you know, how cool is it to get somebody set up one time, you demo the products, get them set up, they're using the products, the following month, you don't even know they ordered products, you don't even know when it gets shipped, but you see in your back office you got paid a commission, and you did absolutely nothing. Okay, now I'm not going to tell you that you'd have to do nothing in this business to make money, but again, there's certain elements of the business that once you get the ball rolling, literally you're doing nothing and the money's coming in. Okay, because you're laying the foundation, you're building a business. Okay, and plus, as an agent, you get free products. Okay, on top of that, as a preferred customer, you, in addition, you know, and that's what's one thing is making this thing so viral and growing so quickly with what we're doing. Is if you like the products, you're somebody's a customer, they like the products, what's the natural instinct you're going to do is you're going to tell other people. Even if you're not an agent, you're just using the products as a consumer. How many people here have tried a product or service that you're not tied to financially in any way, shape, or form, any product or service, and you've referred it to somebody? Why'd you refer it? Because you liked it, you enjoyed it, okay? The same thing happens here. As a preferred customer, if you refer 4 people that want to use the product, not only as a customer, you get your product for free. How cool is that? Just for you just sharing what you're doing. Okay? As an agent, not only you get free product, but you also get paid on it. Team commissions. Here we build just 2 teams, a left and a right. And the key thing is as you're building your team, all you're doing is you're looking for people that want to make money, okay? Or sometimes it might be just people like, for example, my mom. She said, I have no interest in becoming an agent. I have no interest in making any money. But you know what? I want to get the products as cheap as I possibly can because I'm going to use a lot of them. So she became an agent just solely to do that, just to get the products at wholesale. And that's fine too. Some people do that. Some people become agents just simply to make a couple $100s a month, okay? And that's fine too. Other people come in and want to make a full-time income or make a career change, whatever that might be, okay? It's totally up to them. But as you're building your team, what happens is you start building, what we call, in the team commissions. And as that builds, you can actually generate residual income that comes from that. From all that team of people that are using the products, doing that, you're getting paid on it. And I guess the best example I can use is that, like say, for example, I've got, like last month, I know I had four preferred customers. Those 4 preferred customers, I was responsible, actually I didn't say I was responsible because I haven't talked to them 4 preferred customers in about 4 months. But they did, I think, like $360 in sales. $360 is what they bought in customer volume. Okay, I got paid 25% of that. Yet, there was tens of thousands of dollars of product that was consumed through this team that I don't even know 99% of them. Never even spoke to them, don't even know their name, but yet I got paid a commission on them. I'd love to thank them. Okay? But again, as you build your team, it doesn't matter. Because again, as you build, it's growing exponentially through your team. So this just gives you some examples of, $4,500 a month, just, having a few agents, 300 agents, on your team with some preferred customers. Okay, so it doesn't take a lot to make money in what we're dealing with. Okay? And again, the numbers can get kind of crazy. And quite honestly, and this might seem kind of bold, whatever it might be, but when I looked at this, I had just bought a one-way ticket to the Dominican Republic 4 days prior to me looking at Secret. And I remember telling Glenn, I said, I'm not here because I'm going to spend the winter in the Dominican Republic. And this would have been a great winter to spend down there with the weather we've had. But, I came back 4 days later, ended up going to Phoenix after that, spent a few days out there, and then ended up going to the Dominican Republic, coming back for a week, down there for a week and coming back. And quite honestly, if I didn't feel, and then no income claims, no ties to anything like that, if I didn't feel I could make $500,000 a year residually inside of 24 months with this company, I would have been sitting in the Dominican Republic all winter. Okay, this is, some people may be looking for something part-time. I was looking for, if I'm going to put my energy and effort into something, I'm looking for something big business. Okay, I want to make big money because my time is valuable, as everybody's time here. Nobody has more than 24 hours in a day. If we could find a way to sell 26 hours a day, we could do really good. Okay, and I'd be in on that deal. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. So we got the next best thing. Check match. As you help people succeed in building the team, you actually the company rewards you for that. So title of bronze, which is a title in our company. You don't have to. Most people can get there within a matter of 30 to 60 days if they're building the business. But at that point, if you help people do that, you're going to get a check match. So if you help that person make $1,000, they're still going to get their $1,000 commission from the company, but the company's going to give you a 20% check match or $200 just for helping that person out. Okay? And that's a residual every single month. And there's no limit to how many people you can help and train. So the people that see this thing big, from a business standpoint, we're out there training and building leadership constantly because, again, the more people you have out there, the more money you're going to make. The whole goal is, if we can help you in this room make $10, we'll make $2. So how much money do we want to help everybody make? A lot. Okay? So that's the key thing. Right now, these are all one-time bonuses. You move through our ranks. Right now, everything up to platinum is doubled. But more importantly, what I want you to do here is, ask yourself at where you're currently doing your career, what you've done in the past, what you may do in the future. If you don't change, is there anything that's in your future that can allow you to get a $40,000, $100,000, $250,000, or $1 million bonus, one-time bonus, for just doing the right things? Okay? And these are one-time bonuses. Okay? But again, you can get them. These are your Drive Your Dream bonus, which is paid every 4 weeks, not every month. You get 13 of them a year. Okay? And it's Drive Your Dream. You can buy a car. You can pay off your current car. You can go on vacation. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. The company doesn't care. Okay? They just give it to you. Okay? For just doing as you're moving through the ranks of the company. That's on top of all the other commissions and bonuses that are out there. So bottom line, you got 3 choices. Become an agent, become a preferred customer, or become a customer. Whatever you want to do is totally up to you. And there may be some people in here that say, you know what, it's just really not for me. And that's okay too. Don't be afraid to tell the person that invited you that, hey, it's not for you. They're not going to hold it against you. They're not going to take it personal. They're still going to be your friend. They're still going to be your colleague, all that stuff. It's okay. Okay? Because, it's not for everybody. Again, what I would tell you, though, if you're not interested in the opportunity, definitely try some products, because the products can definitely impact your life by all means. Now, what I want to do at this point, enough about me and where I'm at and my story and excitement here. I want to invite a few people up that have had some success in the company as well, that are getting that Drive Your Dream bonus that we talked about. Because, again, that's one of those things that as in this business, not only do we have fun, but we like recognizing people for doing the right things. And we want everybody, there's nothing more that we want than everybody that's here and everybody your friends and family, colleagues, business associates, etc., to be here in the front of the room, be in this room cheering people on, all this stuff. Because we're a big family. We all want to help everybody. And I didn't know anybody, actually, there's only one person in this room, 2 people I knew in this room before I got involved in Secret. 3, actually, counting Glenn. Okay? But yet everybody in here is part of our family. Okay? And I know that there's people in here that I've only met through these types of meetings, that I know that if I was anywhere out there, they'd have my back no matter what. And how many environments can you be put in to allow you to do that? Okay? Financial side put aside. The friendships and stuff that come out of that. So what I'd like to do is invite everybody up that's getting the Drive Your Dream bonus. Silver and above, come on up.
Dude, you're good. I've never heard him speak before. I'm going to start bringing him with me when I have to go do presentations. Give him a round of applause. That was awesome. My name's Curtis Honeycutt. I've been with Secret for about 20 months now. Before Secret, I was running my dad's glass company full-time. I was here in Maryland while he was in North Carolina working, and I couldn't stand it. For me, it was terrible. And they approached me about skincare. I was like, I'm small. I'm not driving a pink Cadillac. People will laugh at me. It's not happening. And it's been amazing. Now I was able to fire my dad. And, I've always wanted to travel. So for the last, month, I haven't been home. So from going from Phoenix to LA to Thailand to Canada. And it's been amazing. And the people, like Rich said, it's incredible. So thank you.
Awesome. I actually echo Curtis. I thought that I was going to have to ask Antonio for his handcuffs to lock Rich up because he's killing this presentation. Awesome. But it's cool. I'm Dominic Curry. This is Whitney Curry. We're actually the Beauty and the Brains couple. She's obviously the brains. All right. But no, we just like to have fun in Secret. We love Secret, everything about it. This week was actually our Drive Your Dream week, so we actually woke up Monday morning to money already in our commission, so it's pretty cool just to wake up to see that, my background is in real estate. Hers is actually in the federal government. We pastor a church in Waldorf, and we're actually full-time parents and part-time Secret agents, all right?
Hey guys, I'm Morgan Christo, and I absolutely love the Drive Your Dream bonus. But one thing I was thinking about is I didn't come from another network marketing company. I've been in traditional sales and marketing my whole career, but just recently there's been a few people in my life that have had some life-changing things happen to them, such as their health, and they don't necessarily have a plan B or anything to fall back on. So if you have someone that you know, or maybe that's you, that if something happened to you, how would your family be able to move forward? So this Secret is that opportunity, that could give you that plan B and possibly even move you into a position to be home with your family full time. So.
Hey everyone, my name is Glenn Davis, and I used to be I'm gonna sit over there. I used to be a personal trainer, actually, and when everything crashed, 2008, I lost basically all my clientele because personal training is a luxury item, so my services went before the mortgage did for most households. So I found myself in a lot of financial trouble, and that really woke me up. I was searching for a vehicle, a business model where my income wasn't dependent on all these other variables, and also how much time I put into it. As a trainer working 12 hours a day, if I stopped working, my income stopped. And with this business model, we can build something that'll last, that'll keep paying us residual income, as Rich alluded to in the presentation. And that's really why this is so powerful. You can build an asset for yourself to walk away from someday. And that's what I love about it. And I love helping people attain their financial freedom through this business model. That's what's my passion. Thank you.
This thing's small. Anyway, Tom Gadoti, I don't need this thing. Blue collar boy from Southern Maryland, no special education. You know what I mean? I'm an electrician forever. I got involved in the industry about 5 years ago with some of these wonderful people. I transitioned about 18 months ago into Secret, and I had some jacked up toes, you know what I mean? So me and Mom, we're agreeing on that foot cream. Fix my face, and it's starting to fix my pockets, and you guys can do the same thing. If I can do this business, anybody out there can. So.
He doesn't realize that this is actually going to the recording, so no one just heard him, but that's okay. My name's Lauren Bradshaw. I'm actually a diamond agent here in the Maryland market. My husband and I are actually full-time with Secret. He's in Phoenix right now traveling and building with some of our team out there. Hopefully he's getting some secrets that are going to be happening at the convention, so we'll keep him on call so we can get those announcements. But, we're blessed because we're able to actually both work this business full-time. We haven't had to ask a boss off for time off or anything like that. We've been able to travel to Thailand and Cancun. He's in Phoenix now, just in the past month. So it's been really, really exciting. We're expecting our first child in August, which is awesome. And so we get to be stay-at-home parents, which is my why, for this business, is not only for me to be able to stay at home with my kids, but also to help everybody else do the same. So if you have any types of questions or anything, definitely get them answered here with the people that you've seen up here that are already doing the deal and making a good amount of money with Secret part-time. So thank you.
All right, so those of you that are in the room looking at this thing as a business, you might wonder what's your next step. Well, one, you got to get started. Two, you might be saying, you know what, I don't know everything that, all these slides, I know everything about the company. All you need to do is the person that invited you, that's getting you involved in the business, is just follow their lead, put them in front of people for you. Let them do the heavy lifting. We're going to train you, coach you, mentor you, and help you accomplish your goals and dreams. You're going to learn while you're earning. You're not going to be doing it by yourself. And one thing I can tell the guests in the room, and actually the agents too, I can confidently tell anybody in here that this will be one of the biggest financial decisions you ever make or you don't make. It's your choice. So I'd like to thank everyone. We're going to take about a 10-minute break.